Hello friends, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some love messages. We're going to do a pick a card reading today instead of just collective. I like to be specific with the love messages because, confusion happens. So from my left, I have 1, 2, 3. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, single, seeing someone, we're going to see all the details that we can. Remember that these are general messages. Take what does resonate and leave what does not. And if you need a second to meditate, intuitively figure out which pile resonates the best with you. 1, 2, 3. These are love messages, romance messages specifically. I'm going to get started with pile 1. Most likely there's going to be different parts to this this reading because I don't know why I felt called to do 3 piles, but I did. Okay, let's start with pile 1. Ooh, okay. Right off the bat, pile 1, you guys have the poison thorn. So you guys are dealing with a low vibrational person or situation. Great Spirit, can I please get some information on what pile 1's current romantic situation is? Pile 1's current romantic situation. The viewer's influence towards the connection. The other party's influence towards the connection. Okay. So, pile 1, currently you guys might be waiting for someone or waiting for something to happen in a connection, or this could be some of my single pile, kind of just waiting, like I said, waiting for something to happen. But whatever it is, I see that someone is taking care of a person, a situation, a thought, or an idea, or someone is concerned about someone or something. But the biggest message to know that this is your pile is that you guys are waiting on someone or something right now, which I know it's a little vague, but we'll get into the details. Put that there. So on your guys' influence, I'm seeing that you guys are actively leaving a situation, or you're actively leaving something that you feel is justified. So this is either happened, or you're working on it, or you're actively doing it now. So I see you guys leaving a situation. You're either leaving, I don't know, maybe you're literally leaving the legal system, and maybe it has nothing to do with love just yet, but maybe you're working on leaving the legal system, or you guys are leaving something and you guys feel like your leaving is fair. You guys are actively trying to get someone to leave, or you're actively the ones leaving something. For the other influence, I'm seeing that whoever you're dealing with romantically is trying to resolve either being overly dominant towards you, or they're trying to resolve something with you by being very dominant. And a little bit of a red flag here is that this person is an extreme overthinker. Sorry, I drank a Red Bull again, so I'm super shaky. I need to stop drinking those damn things. I'm like addicted already, but okay. Anyway, the other party that you're dealing with romantically is overthinking. Now, if you guys are my single pile, it seems like there's somebody who wants to reconcile with you, but that's only if you're single, and not involved with anybody right now. So let's see, what should I ask? What's the outcome of pile 1's current romantic situation for pile 1? Great Spirit. The outcome for pile 1's romantic situation for pile 1. Okay, some of you who have kids, I see a negative influence on the children if you stay in this situation, and there might be a little bit of an issue with the children even leaving, especially if there is something legal, like I mentioned earlier. With Justice Upright, I see a legal situation. Now, the good news about the legal situation, if you are involved in something legal, I see this being a justified legal situation. So if you have been done wrong, which, I'm not going to go there, if you've been the one doing wrong or been wronged, I see it turning out in your favor. Whoever did wrong is going to get their justice, against them. They're going to be reprimanded. So for those of you, just for those of you who are dealing with children, you need to pray for your children's safety. Not that they're in danger, but with the world in reverse, this represents negative manifestations that can come from just simply having a hard time dealing with this romantic situation, and it can impact your children negatively. So manifest, breathe, come back into your peace, into your spot, and just relax. And I know it's hard, but at least try to focus on a positive mindset towards your children, so that way whatever happens, they are going to be okay. What is the outcome for pile 1's romantic situation for pile 1? Okay, so I see most of you guys not learning your lesson about this situation and staying in this connection or reconciling with somebody who you should not be with. Now, a reminder back to the poison thorn. This is not a high vibrational connection. This is a low vibrational connection that you guys should be leaving. This leaving that we seen first off is justified. What is pile 1's person doing intended towards them? What are their intentions towards pile 1? So the person you guys are dealing with can be seen as any of the following or all of the above. Stubborn, aggressive, mean. Violence isn't mentioned just yet, but that can resonate for some of you. Hard-headed in the wrong ways, and excessively stuck. Stuck meaning maybe they're the ones in jail. Maybe they're stuck in their ways. They refuse to change or open up. Whoever you're dealing with is not changing, okay? That was weird. Pile 1's person. Intentions towards pile 1. If you guys are waiting to hear back from a man, they will not message you. For others of you, I see bad news from a man regarding this situation. Okay, so I want to reiterate what I said earlier. I see that you guys are not learning your lesson or will not be learning your lesson about this connection at this time, and this will bring a negative result. So whether this means you already know what you're doing wrong and you're just choosing not to, maybe you're not ready to fix it just yet, or maybe some of you don't know what's wrong here yet. And let me tell you, the other person you're involved in is low vibrational. You are much more justified than they are. And I can tell this right off the bat, especially with justice earlier, first thing we saw, you know what I mean? You guys are caring, you're very concerned for the other person or the situation, and you're trying to make the best of things. The other person you're involved with is not. This doesn't mean that the other person is a horrible person. I don't know who they are, but they are low vibrational, and they will not change, they will not grow, they will not do things for the better as they should be and as you are trying to do. So pile 1, my recommendation is to take a really big look at what's going on in this romantic situation. I don't anymore feel like this is my single pile at all. I feel like you guys are definitely involved with someone, and if you are single, you're gonna for some reason reconcile with an ex that is not good for you. Okay. I would take a look at this situation and think, why are you still interested in them? Why are you allowing them to be in your energy still? Why are you accepting less than you deserve? It takes time to learn lessons, so I'm not upset that you're going to repeat a mistake. Sometimes we have to repeat a mistake 700 times before we can safely and willfully get out of that issue. So take your time, but please remember that you deserve way better than what you're receiving now, okay? I'm going to end that for pile 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like any detailed personal readings, please find me on Etsy, Sky's Tarot ETC. You can find that in the description in my bio. Okay, thanks pile 1. Starting back with pile 2. We have salt and boundaries. So let's go ahead and see what the current situation is, if you guys are acting on this salt, boundary, protection type of thing, or if this is what you need. Okay. Okay, Spirit, please help me out with pile 2. What is pile 2's current romantic situation? Pile 2's current romantic situation overall. Pile pile 2's influence towards the romantic situation? And pile 2's person's influence towards the situation. Alrighty, pile 2. Okay, so pile 2, currently you guys are in the middle of a negative connection. Now I got that for pile 1, but this one already seems different right off the bat. This is directly negative spiritual energy, not just low vibrations. You guys are in the middle of a complete blockage, possibly within your entire life right now. It could just be romantically, but this is a heavy spiritual blockage, and this is double confirmation with judgment in reverse, telling me that you're literally in a blockage. The connection is a blockage. The connection is in a blockage. Negative spiritual energy. On you guys' side of things, it seems to me like you're putting a lot of energy towards nurturing and caring and trying to grow and involve yourself in a connection that's just not really going anywhere, or it's not changing, or it's not getting better, it's not any different. With the sun upright, this represents to me a long-term connection, a marriage, or a contract. Now this is romantic, so we're going to say this is marriage or long-term connection. If these do not resonate with you, this is not your pile. This is for people in the middle of a long-term connection right now. So you guys are putting a lot of energy towards this long-term connection. Now, the other party, the person you're involved in, is extremely unhelpful. They could be an air sign, maybe water sign, air or water sign, but they don't have to be. This is the energy that they have. They are either directly an air or water sign that you're dealing with, or they have air or water energy, we could say in a toxic way, an unhealed Gemini, a very toxic Scorpio, you know, something like that. This person is just generally unhelpful. They are doing nothing to assist you in the connection. And what is this one? I picture remember 6 of Pentacles. So with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, this represents that your person is not helping out in the connection at all. Can I get some details on what pile 2's person's intentions towards pile 2 are? Okay, straightforward. They have sexual intentions towards you. That's not a great sign when I am pairing all of this with the sun. With the 8 of Wands in reverse, that represents that it's not in the near future either. So that's weird. Why would they have sexual intentions further out? What's going on here? What is this about? Right now, they're considered stuck. If you guys are like taking a break right now, they might try to seduce you later on to get you back in. What else is pile 2's person's intentions towards pile 2? Yeah, I figured that. This person is riddled with trauma, heartache, excessive emotions. They're out of control. And this person, I'm not a doctor, this is not a medical diagnosis, but this person is considered to have traits similar of a narcissist. They are excessively manipulative, or they're narcissistic in one way, shape, or form. Your person wants to manipulate you emotionally is what I would take that as specifically. Because the 3 of Swords in reverse would represent like excessive heartache, feeling upset. But these types of people are not very capable of it, and especially with the Emperor in reverse paired right next to it, this represents that they're trying to manipulate someone's emotions or use someone's emotional state as a defense or an argument towards another person, and this is towards you. So what should pile 2 do about this romantic situation? Okay, so the very first piece of advice is changing in financial situation. So if you guys are currently in debt, you might need to steer away from focusing on the debt. Maybe some of you are bound in this connection because of finances. You're afraid to go in debt because of leaving them or whatever it is. Maybe you don't have a job. Maybe you have so much debt that this person is willing to help with. Remember though, they're not going to help you. So if you're focusing on debt right now, you need to change that and focus in this situation here and not the money. For others of you, You might need to wait for a financial situation to change before you can make a genuine move. Like if you're currently in between jobs, you're going to probably want to wait until you get that job. Wait until the house gets sold, whatever it is. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this one right here, represents a negative financial situation, sometimes debt. And with the Wheel of Fortune upright, that represents needing to change something or something actively changing. So that was the piece of advice we got, changing a negative financial situation. Okay, so you can interpret that yourself. What other advice do we have for pile 2's romantic situation for pile 2's? Okay, so yes, I automatically thought you guys need to get the hell out of there. But this specific message says, yes, you guys need to separate from this connection, and it would be the best thing for you, especially because there's so much negative energy. You're just straight up in a blockage by being near this person's aura. Like, you don't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole. I don't know. I'm feeling angry. Like, I'm feeling exaggerated, you know? Like, maybe for some of you, this person, you can't tell that they're that bad. I don't know, and I'm not going to instill any fear on anybody, but this could represent somebody having plans to cheat in the near future, or in the further future. Maybe they're making the plans now, especially if they don't ever get sexual with you. Maybe you notice that suddenly they do, and you're like, okay, that's weird. One of my first tellers was when they started asking for sexual deeds that were not anything they'd ever asked before. I was like, okay, yeah, something's off here. Anyway, that's not for everybody. That's just, maybe pay attention to that, okay? But with this represents that you guys need to manifest a separation. So pray to God, the Creator, whoever you follow. You want to pray and manifest, meditate, just see yourself being able to get out of the situation. I don't know your exact situation, but I see that you guys are in the middle of something that I would never want to allow someone to be in the middle of. So you guys need to find a way to separate, and whatever it is you need in order to separate from this person, whether it's forgiveness, you know, somehow forgiving them before you feel comfortable leaving, whether it's money, a new job, housing, manifest it. Manifest to be shown the way. Allow your ancestors and the Creator to help you out with this separation, and allow them to help you get out of it. Because then you'll start seeing signs and symbols of, oh, do this, and you're going to start following the path, and then you will be able to leave. I don't think you should outright leave unless you already have a plan for where you're going to go, because I don't want anyone to hurt themselves doing it. I didn't outright see violence, but again, I don't know everyone's situation, so if that is the case, please reach out for help and do whatever you can. I don't see violence being a huge situation for most of you. I do see manipulation being heavy, though. So manifest that separation. Okay, guys? I'm going to end this reading here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're looking for a detailed personal reading, you can find me on Etsy with Skies Tarot ETC. That is also in my bio. And I wish you all the best. I am definitely praying for this pile. I'm going to move on to pile 3. So, pile 3, welcome. You guys have the forests. I briefly described it in part 2, seeing the bigger picture. So right off the bat with this oracle card, you guys might be looking for something. I don't know if it's like just looking for a person in general, or you're looking for someone specific, something specific. Let's get into the details and see what we've got going on here. Great Spirit, what is pile 3's current romantic situation? Pile 3's current romantic situation. Pile 3's influence towards their person or the situation. And other party or pile 3's person's influence towards the connection. Alrighty, pile 3. Wow. The other piles were super crazy and just really sad. So if you're here, congratulations. Okay. So pile 3, I'm seeing that you guys might be taking a break with someone. You could be, so with the Fool upright in this context, this doesn't represent an ending. This represents a break, maybe literally a vacation, some time away. But also it can represent new beginnings to some people. I don't take that in this deck, but let's take it because it seems like it fits, especially with the Two of Cups upright, right next to it. This is in the general situation. This isn't you, this isn't them, this is just in general. Love, this is really nice. So we have generally just love right here in the middle of this situation. This connection shows love. Genuine love. This isn't lust, this isn't sexual, this isn't passion, this is love. Now, passion is a great thing, but passion can be seen very frequently in delusional connections where it's just this heightened sense of, oh, I need them, I need them, I need this, I need to be around them, and then it dies out in a month, 2 months, 3 months. This is love. This is genuine. So let's see the clarifiers before I get too excited. Okay. Okay, please don't get upset with me, guys. I'm only reading what I see. I am only the messenger. Thank you. I have the King of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse for you guys. This is you. I'm talking about you, either as a person or your influence towards a romantic connection or your romantic situation. Okay. I'm just gonna say it. You guys are being extremely stubborn, closed-minded in general or about something, and you are refusing to seek advice about something. Okay, so with the Nine of Cups in reverse, this represents to me, if it's upright, this represents getting advice and asking for it, asking questions. In reverse, this represents not getting advice or refusing to seek it out, refusing to ask questions about something. Let's see the other person's influence. Okay, for whoever you're involved with, I see that they are currently growing. And this is a great sign. With the Ace of Cups, this means that maybe they were childish in the past, because here we have the Six of Cups in reverse. That represents somebody playing games or maybe being focused on getting their children back. But usually I take it as like a playing games, not serious, childish type of vibe. But this person is growing. They are maybe not fully healed yet, of course. No one really ever is, but they're not childish or playing games as much, if not at all anymore. They are currently growing from a situation. Okay, so what is pile 3's person's intentions towards pile 3? So you guys' your person's intentions right now is to put less energy towards justice. This can be the legal system. There's that break happening because they're waiting for a legal situation to end, or they're trying to put less energy towards making something right. Pile 3's person's intentions towards pile 3. They haven't learned their lessons about some sort of past harassment or negativity or bullying. I don't know if you guys bullied this person in the past, or if they just have some, I'm going to just generalize it and say that maybe they have some trauma or mistreatment from the past that they have not gotten over just yet. So for those of you who were in a connection and you're taking a break, this person might be like overly paranoid, or maybe they have like PTSD from a past connection. I don't know. What is pile 3's person's intentions towards pile 3? Can I get the intentions? Okay, so it seems like they might be working on making a decision right now. Pile 3, their intentions show up as having to separate from you guys because of a lot of heartache. So that makes sense to me. This whole break thing, seeing the bigger picture, this person, you guys might not be willing to accept 6:06 on the clock, check that out. You guys might not be interested in hearing their side, or maybe you can't see their side because of all the, just how you feel. How is pile 3 feeling about this situation right now? You guys are feeling changes. You guys are feeling like something needs a change, or you're just feeling the changes in general and it might be overwhelming to you. But I do see that this person, whoever you're dealing with, is hurt and they want to either stay separated or they want to separate from you. If you guys are in a connection, I would say the separation is, it could go either way. Either the love is temporary and the separation needs to happen, or the separation is temporary. This person is very clearly hurt. I don't know what they went through. It's different for everyone, but they're having some trouble. And they also have a woman on their side. I don't know if this would be you guys or someone else, but they have a woman on their side who's trying to make decisions for them. Someone's in their head just kind of like talking crap all the time. It's like they're like, I don't know what to do, or I don't know who to listen to. There's a woman that's sitting there acting like a victim and victimizing against this person, and it's causing them a lot of stress. You guys may have some sexual feelings that are overwhelming to you, or some of you guys are a Capricorn. What is advice for pile 3? I'll ask one more clarifier, but this is very nice. 8 of Cups upright. Wait. What is your advice? You need to wait. Do not take any action right now. Do not go against this person. Don't get mushy with them. Don't initiate anything. Don't take any action right now. You guys need to wait. Any advice for pile 3 about their current romantic situation? This is interesting. Okay, so this is going to be different for a few of you. If you have a crush and you are not with them just yet, you need to openly communicate your passion, your love, your feelings towards this person, and maybe discuss something about the home or family. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. This one doesn't make sense to me. Or maybe describe how they feel like home to you or something like that. For those of you who are with this person or have already had a relationship with this person, I see communication coming in the area of your home or family. So maybe a family gathering, or literally coming to your house or going to their house and communicating about passion. Advice for pile 3 about this connection. You guys are keeping yourselves stuck because of confusion and not asking for advice or questions. So you guys need to speak. You need to communicate about this situation, just like what I saw earlier, whether that's to the person directly, which is always recommended, or if that's psychic advice, personal wisdom from somebody who's been through this, whatever it is. This is not the end just yet. I know that for a fact, okay? This video is about to cut me off again. Dang TikTok. So I'm going to end it there. You guys are going to be okay. Please ask for advice. But yeah, I'm going to conclude it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to react with the video. If you're looking for any personal detailed readings, you can find me on Etsy at Sky's Tarot ETC, and you can find that link in my bio. Thank you guys for watching.